Hey yo, before you talk about love, understand love. It ain't just a feeling, it's a force. Let the strings breathe. 5 voices, 1 verdict. This is for every covenant ever spoken. Hey yo, let's get into it. Hey yo, let's get into it. The question on the table isn't whether love is able to sustain a sacred union. It's the love you put on the label. Feelings vacillate and fluctuate. They agitate, dissipate like vapor in the morning light. Emotions only complicate a marriage rooted only in the feeling of a fleeting moment. Will fracture under pressure when the pressure needs atonement. Romance was never engineered to carry covenant away. The feeling only foundation is a structurally weakened gate. When circumstances shift the seasons, when emotions run contrary, when the joy that once was present has dissolved and turned adversary, what remains to hold the household when the anchor meets the storm? The love that was just feeling couldn't keep the covenant warm. So here's the foundation, hear me clearly, no debating. A husband and a wife must first be firmly consecrated. Love to Yahuwah Eloheka, heart and soul and strength and mind. Every piece of their devotion, not a fragment left behind. Love his instructions, love the Torah, every wisdom he has given. Love the truth that lights the pathway, love the way that he is written. Love the righteousness above the selfish pull of pride. Hear me, let his wisdom guide the household, let his truth forever steer thee. Not a seasonal religion that you wear and then discard, but a daily walk of covenant, even when the path is hard. Every instruction in his wisdom is a blueprint for the home without the Most High is the sinner. You are building it alone. And then you gotta love your neighbor as you love yourself in practice. Not in theory on a Sunday, but in merciful transactions. Love with patience, love with service, going past your own 4 walls, reaching out beyond the household every time the neighbor calls. Love for wisdom, love for knowledge, love for diligence and labor. Understand that resourcefulness is not a gift for later. A productive man and woman building daily for the family. Diligence becomes the answer when the circumstances catch thee. But the love of money, that's a different kind of hunger. It will eat the root of everything and pull the whole thing under. Worth itself ain't the enemy, but chasing it above the vow will destroy the covenant faster than the hardest season now. Now cultivate the fruit of the Ruach in your household. Love and joy and shalom, let the covenant behold. Patience when your partner tests the limits of your composure. Kindness when the bitterness is creeping toward exposure. Goodness in the moments when the darkness wants to settle. Self-control becomes the fire that is tempered into metal. Faithfulness when temptation comes and wears a pretty face. Gentleness when anger tries to desecrate the space. These qualities provide the base when every emotion's strained. When the circumstance is difficult and everything is changed. The fruit ain't just a feeling, it's a practice and a posture. It's the daily cultivation through the covenants every quarter. So in this sense, in abundance of the right love is sufficient. A marriage overflowing with devotion and conviction. Love for Elohim, for truth, for wisdom, and for righteousness. Love for service, love for one another, that's the highest test. But a marriage built on romance only, it will face the struggle. When the feelings fade like morning fog, the covenant will crumble. Because feelings were not designed to carry all the weight of a promise made before the highest. It's a sacred freight. The issue isn't whether love is enough, reread the lesson. The issue is whether love has been grasped in all its blessing. When love is only emotion, it's insufficient for the season. When love becomes devotion unto wisdom, truth, and reason. When love is discipline and covenant and calling from the holy. When love stands firm through every trial or wavering and solely, then love, the right kind, becomes an undeniable force, sustaining every covenant through every ever-changing course. Is love enough for you?
How much love will sustain the love of your life?
Love is enough.
When you know enough love